Booksy, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my December book haul. If you've been watching my videos, my very sporadic videos, then you'll know that in the last few weeks, in the last few months, I've had a lot of life changes happen, and so I haven't been doing a lot of my regular bookish things, but I did acquire a few books. I didn't specifically go out and buy any books because I moved recently and I still haven't found a home for all of my books. I still need to do some organizing and some shelving and maybe some more unhauling of books. So I didn't buy anything, but I did acquire a few books because, well, it was December, it was Christmas, I got married, I got some gift cards. I haven't gotten the gift card books yet, but I'm going to share with you 5 books that came into my life in December. 3 of them were gifts and 2 of them are ARCs that I got from the publisher in order to review. And yeah, so these are the 5 books that I got in December. In January's book haul, I'm probably going to share the books that I bought with the gift cards that I got. Books that I probably ordered, not probably, books that I ordered in December but didn't arrive in time for the December book haul. So stay tuned for my December books. First is a book that was gifted to me by Sean from Sean the Book Maniac, and that is Inner Mad and Furious City by Guy Gunaratney, I think is how his name is pronounced. This book was nominated for the Man Booker Prize in 2018. And of course, while I would have liked to have read it then, this book was not released in the United States during that time. And Sean and I talked about doing a buddy read, and before I could get my hands on a copy, he started going through it and said it wasn't a book that he thought that he really wanted to read, so he was going to give me his copy anyway. And this was probably in late October. He mailed it to me. It came by sea mail and it took a while to arrive, so I got it in December, but I'm still really excited. I don't even know if this book has been published in the United States yet, so I'm very excited to get my hands on this copy. Love the cover, love the synopsis, and I'll tell you what it's about. We were London's scowling youth. For Selvan, Arden, and Yusuf, growing up under the towers of Stone's estate, summer means what it does anywhere: football, music, freedom. But now, after the killing of a British soldier, riots are spreading across the city and nowhere is safe. While the fury swirls around them, Selvan and Arden remain focused on their own obsessions, girls and grime. Their friend Yusuf is caught up in a different tide. Radicalism is sweeping his local mosque, and he'll do anything to protect his troubled older brother Irfan from it. As the voices of Nelson and Caroline echo with a previous generation's experience of violence and extremism, the story spirals towards its devastating conclusion. Inner Mad and Furious City follows these 5 unforgettable characters over the course of 2 intense days. I like that. I like that this is going to be something that's very fast-paced and probably pieces together a lot of different moments from these 2 days to show a complete story, not something that is happening over a lifetime. I like the Bildungsroman genre, but I don't always want to know everything that happens over a character's lifetime in order to appreciate their story. So I'm looking forward to this one and the fast-paced mishmash that I expect it's going to be. Then I got this little gem for Christmas. This is Little Book of Wisdom by C.S. Lewis, and C.S. Lewis was a very religious writer. He wrote the Chronicles of Narnia and other things. I don't know if I've read too much from him, but when I was going through some of the quotes that are included here, I found a lot of very profound statements. So I'm looking forward to going through this in a more complete way. I think what I want to do is maybe read a quote from this every day or every couple of days, just to kind of go through it and give myself enough pace and enough time for the quotes to really resonate with me. So this little book is one of my Christmas gifts. It's very interesting when you're a bookish person. People want to buy you books, but they think you already have every book, so they buy you books like this, or they give you gift cards, and I absolutely love both of those things. Then I got Mad Boy by Nick Arvin from one of my subscribers, and I just want to say thank you, even though the person wanted to remain anonymous. It says this is an account of Henry Phipps in the War of 1812, but it's also a novel. And I'm interested in historical fiction that reads like it's history. I think I love that. So this is a Europa book, which means that it has these beautiful French flaps. So let's look at the synopsis together. The synopsis says young Henry Phipps has set out to realize his dead mother's last wish, to be buried at sea, surrounded by her remaining family. Not an easy task, considering Henry's ne'er-do-well father is in debtor's prison, and his earnest older brother is busy fighting the Redcoats on the battlefields of Maryland. But Henry's stubborn determination knows no bounds. As he dodges the cannon fire of clashing armies and picks among the ruins of a burning capital, he encounters a cast of vivid characters that includes looters, British defectors, renegade slaves, a pregnant woman fleeing her corrupt father, and scoundrels of all types. And I want to read this so bad. I'm going to be doing something in 2019, which is reading through the ages. That's a challenge that it was posed by Mel from Mel's Bookland Adventures. I'm going to link her video down below. So if you haven't heard about it yet, you can check it out. This, of course, is going to include some of that early 19th century American history. So I'm very excited to get to this one. And it might even end up on my January TBR. And then we have two arcs that I got from a publisher in order to review. One is Between Before and After by Maureen Doyle McQuarrie. I think I read something by her earlier. And this has a subtitle at the top which says, "Sometimes the most important story to discover is your own." Both of these books are young adult novels coming from Blink Publishers. So here's a synopsis of Between Before and After. 14-year-old Molly worries about school, friends, and her parents' failed marriage, but mostly about her mother's growing depression. Molly knows her mother is nursing a carefully kept secret. A writer obsessed with other people's life stories, Elaine Donnelly is the poster child for repressed emotions. Molly spends her California summer alternating watching out for her little brother Angus and tiptoeing around her mother's raw feelings. Molly needs her mother more than ever, but Elaine shuts herself off from real human connections and buries herself in the lives and deaths of the strangers she writes about. When Uncle Stephen is pressed into the limelight because of his miracle cure of a young man, Elaine can no longer hide behind other people's stories. And as Molly digs into her mother's past, she finds a secret hidden in her mother's dresser that may be the key to unlocking a family mystery dating to 1918 New York, a secret that could destroy or save their future. That sounds pretty intriguing. I like a good story like that. I like to read books that include writers in some capacity. So looking forward to reading this one, even though you know young adult is not my preferred genre. I think that has enough of the other elements that I enjoy that I'll enjoy reading that as well. And then we have Pretty in Punxsutawney, and this one is by Laurie Boyle Crompton. Wake up, go to school, fall in love, repeat. This is a take on the Groundhog Day story, which I love. I love that movie. As crazy as it was, as old as that movie is, it's still one of my favorite movies just because of the speculative fiction and the story that emerges. So here's a synopsis of Pretty in Punxsutawney. In fact, it says it's a Groundhog Day meets Pretty in Pink mashup. Andy's the type of girl who always comes up with the perfect thing to say after it's too late to say it. She's addicted to romance movies, okay, all movies, but has yet to experience her first kiss. After a move to Punxsutawney, PA for her senior year, she becomes caught in an endless loop of her first day at school, reliving those 24 hours again and again. Convinced the curse will be broken when she meets her true love, Andy embarks on a mission, infiltrating the various cliques to find the one boy who can break the spell. What she discovers along the way is that people who seem completely different often share the very same hopes, dreams, and hang-ups, and that even a day that has been lived over and over can be filled with unexpected connections and plenty of happy endings. So that is Pretty in Punxsutawney by Laurie Boyle Crompton. I'm going to be reading these two arcs very soon because I need to write reviews to put them on my blog. In exchange for getting those books, I need to post reviews. So you'll hear a little bit more about those books probably pretty soon. And that's it. Those are the 5 books that I got in December. In January, I'll probably have a lot more books to share with you because I'm going to be buying books again. I have some reading challenges that I want to complete in 2019, and I'm going to need to buy books for those. So pretty soon, I'm going to need to find a home for the books I already have, whether they're in my home or someone else's home. So we'll get back to book acquisition pretty soon. So for now, this is my December book haul. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what's the book you got in December that you're most excited about, and have you read it already? So thanks for watching. Let's talk in the comments, and until next time, happy reading.
I could stay like this, forever following you. Just don't get too far, and I'll be right